everybody. This is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. And I'm here with another comic review. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder that Plastic City's coming up this weekend, Plastic City Comic Con. Our big guest, Jimmy Hart. We have Jim Salicrup. We have Dan Parent, ton of great comic guests coming. And the best part about the show, over 150, 60 tables and it's all filled with comics, comic writers, artists, crafters, and the admission is only $10. So definitely, if you're around Central Mass on Saturday, come join us at the show. It's going to be a great one. Also, check out HeroEnvy.com if you're looking to see all my comic work, and order some if you want. And also, you can hire me on as your letterer. If you need a nice professional lettering look for your comic, hit me up. All right, moving on to our comic review. This week, I am reviewing Rook Exodus #1. Now, this is written and created by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. The colorist is Brad Anderson. The letterer is Rob Lee. And that looks like, and the editor-in-chief is Brian Cunningham. All right, perfect. Let me read you guys now this is a book from Ghost Machine, which is the new imprint by Jeff Johns, who started it, who's bringing a ton of great A+ creators to the imprint. And they're building it's going to be a universe that's connected, but I think a lot of titles might not be connected, including this one. But I don't know, it might connect. We might not see it yet, but it might connect. But let me read you the synopsis from Rook Exodus #1. A struggling farmer from Earth was given a second chance on the planet Exodus, a terraformed world where every aspect of nature is controlled by humanity, including the winged scavengers who plagued his crops. Now called Rook, the farmer became one of the wardens, those who wear helmets capable of commanding an animal species. But when the world's engine failed, the power of the wardens fell into the wrong hands. Those who could afford to fled, forcing those left behind to choose between trying to escape this war-torn world before its destruction or fighting to save it. So that's a synopsis. I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but that's a nice summary of the story. And, this is one of the titles, I do love Jeff Johns, and I will check out most things that he does. But I will say, I had bought Geiger, I bought the other one, Junkyard Joe, and I bought Redcoat. And then this one was coming. I struggled with this one because I looked at the cover and I saw the guy with the bird mask, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to read this one. This one's probably not going to be as good as the others. I can definitely say now, having read one, that I think it is as good as the others. So I was shocked by that. So I enjoyed this. I thought it was going to not be for me, because it has like a sci-fi thing, which I like a good sci-fi story, but I saw the guy with the bird helmet, and he has a friend with a pig helmet, and I'm like, what is this, like weird Power Rangers thing or something, So, but I'm glad I gave it a shot. It's definitely way better than my perception of it was. And when I read the plot line didn't really do anything for me either. But when you start reading it and how Jeff Johns unfolds the story in the first issue, you get a little bit of the Rook's backstory. You get a little bit about how his life is on this planet Exodus after this world engine's turned off. And the other neat aspect of it, there's all these kind of side effects from this terraforming engine that went down. It's the side effects of animals are just enormous. Like they run into a bear in the first issue, and the bear is like Godzilla size, basically. So he mentioned it briefly, and there has something to do either with the water on the planet or something to do with the engine failing that caused the animals to grow to this enormous size. And the thing that's neat about it has like a running clock. Like if he says, the planet's going to die within, a couple months or weeks. I can't remember what he said. So it feels like there's a ticking clock on this story, which is kind of cool. It's supposed to be a monthly as far as I know. Although this kind of story seems to me like it would be finite, like it would be like a maxi series or something, but maybe it could be, I'm wrong. I mean, it's just starting to unfold in the first issue. So I'm willing to strap myself in and enjoy the ride. So hopefully he's got other things planned. The whole idea of the wardens is kind of neat. They have like these helmets that control an animal, and each helmet controls a different animal. Like so far we've seen that he controls like crows and birds and things, and the birds seem to be, like the animals are bigger, so the birds are probably the size of, triple what a crow size would be. So it's like, probably like the size of like an eagle, or a massive condor or something, and but it's really neat, and there's some really neat science with the helmets, like because the wardens are so connected to the animals that sometimes the animals' instinct can override, like the person's feelings and give you headaches and things like that. So it's kind of neat, so there's like a interesting science there. But yeah, no, I liked it a lot. I would recommend this. It had vibes of something like I Am Legend or the Omega Man, where there's only this handful of people left on this planet because everybody's fled, and the whole driving thing is Rook is trying to put a ship together so he can get off the planet too before things go even worse. So I'm curious to see where it goes. I think anybody out there that likes a good sci-fi story, I think would love this. And the other thing, let me see, I wrote some other notes down here. The artwork by Jason Fabuk is excellent. I mean, he's one of those guys that worked with Johns, I think, at DC on the Three Jokers series from Batman, and his artwork is great. It's it reminds me of like Brian Bolland or something like that. Just really well done. There's a nice amount of detail there. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I like it. The animals look awesome. The planet looks awesome. He draws nice backgrounds. The storytelling, of course, is top notch, and you know what's exactly going on in every panel. And yeah, it's great. And the lettering by Rob Lee is really nice. Some good sound effects, nice colors with the sound effects. Word balloons look nice. They don't trample on any of the artwork. Great stuff all around. So it's a great book, and it was only $3.99 for a first issue. Felt like it was 32 pages. It had the nice cardstock kind of cover, and I got cover A, which was like the wraparound. So it has a nice wraparound image, and there's a character in the back, a woman that looks like she's got a wolf with her, so she probably can control wolves. She hasn't shown up in the story yet, but I can't wait to see when she shows up and what that character is going to be like. But yeah, no, I'm really curious to see. I'm really curious to see where it goes. And it's shot up to one of my favorite titles from Ghost Machine. I mean, honestly, if you guys are sleeping on the Ghost Machine stuff, definitely check it out. I think it's the best. Right after Robert Kirkman's Energon Universe, I think Ghost Machine is the best imprint out there, putting out great books. And I'm looking forward to more from them. I know they have a whole slate of stuff that they want to release. And Jeff Johns, all his comics seem to be building up to an event called The Unknown War. So I'm looking forward to see where all this stuff is heading. There's a timeline in the back that shows different things. So yeah, so I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. I highly recommend it to you guys. I think for the price, comics are going up like crazy. So $3.99 for a #1 issue with A+ top of their game creators. don't think you can go wrong with this one. So check it out. And if you like it, definitely take a look at Redcoat and Geiger, and then go back and get the Junkyard Joe miniseries, which was excellent. And once again, those other titles, great top talent working on them. And it's all Jeff Johns writing this stuff. So, I mean, I love seeing him do his own stuff. You could tell there's an energy there, you know, more than when it was at DC. But yeah, so check it out. All right, everybody, that's it for my review on Rook Exodus #1. I definitely say run out to your store, grab this one. I think it's going to be worth it, worth your time. And if you're around this weekend, join us for Plastic City on Saturday, July 20th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll be there running around, so you can meet me. I'll be there. I'll be somewhere in that show. So, yeah, come by, you know, check it out. I think it's a true Comic Con, you know, for a little price. And I think you'll find some great stuff there. All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll talk to you later. And most importantly, read some comics. All right, everyone. Bye.
See, stars, it's all over, but we don't get mad, baby. The Hulkster just gets even. But I'll be in that ring and I'll be wrestling because I'm not a coward.
Jimmy Hart.
I'm gonna have Jimmy Hart! Jimmy Hart wants, Jimmy Hart gets, man.
Hey, it's me, the mouth of the sound, Jimmy Hart. Join me on July the 20th at the Plastic City Comic-Con in Leominster, Massachusetts. I'll be at the Hilton Doubletree. Doors open at 10 a.m. Come by, get a picture, get an autograph, say hello.